the time for talk is finally finished. Because it's time to saddle up Mount Gambier, because here we go.
Fari back upstairs. Oh, McFadden on the back wheels.
Slingshots out at two-wheel-to-wheel. He's on the outside of J-Mac.
Here comes TVG. Slide job on pit. Inside, also Michael Code in the 51. Inside he goes on Stansfield. So it's all rocking and rolling through turn 4. Nicola leads where Alex...
As they come on turn number 2, Jenny line now, sneaks on the low side of nearly into turn 3.
Stephen Lyons is the king. He wins the challenge.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, the second race of 3 here tonight for the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com. It is the UMP Modifieds Fixed Setup Racing, and we are here at Lanier National Speedway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Tommy from the Checkers and Wreckers crew. Tommy, welcome you back into the UDTV booth. We missed you last week, but glad to have you back here once again.
Yeah, it feels like it's been forever. Thanks for having me back. The seat was nice and warm, and the groove is here, so thank you very much.
That's probably because I got 2 arse cheeks to keep both seats warm. Anyhow, that's moving on from that one. Lanier National Speedway, one of the tracks that obviously come with a subscription here on the racing.com service. However, UMP Modifieds Fixed Setup Racing, again, we take out the setup equation out of it. Tommy, it comes back to the drivers and their ability to find, obviously, the line. At this stage, the track is starting to look a little slicker. Hopefully, then it sort of slicks off and stays this slick to where it's going to come, black slick at the end of the night where, well, it could go one of 2 ways. We're going to see a top dominant racetrack, or we're going to see a lot of drivers fighting for that bottom side.
Yep, absolutely, and that's what we were talking about today on the show, actually, is riding that top line. We have named it here at Checkers and Wreckers the Cardwell line. So maybe they'll be up on that Cardwell line today. I called it the Wheeler line because anytime I ask you for tips, it's nail the throttle, keep it on the top end, mate.
Just pin the thing to the top side. Don't let go. It's the easiest way to do it.
I call that it's not, and the Cardwell line is not hitting the wall. It's a millimeter from it, just blowing wind at it.
Well, speaking of blowing wind, we're not going to go there. We're going to go into qualifying session right now. Keep an eye on the top 20 qualifiers on the left-hand side of your screen. Down the bottom left is the driver that we are currently watching on track at the moment. And we'll take a look at car number 46 of Ryan Underwood. We're still waiting for times to come through. There is our first time. It happens to be Ryan Underwood. It's now going to be a 15.498. Clyde Dunn, Brett White now jumps to the top of the speed charts. Dylan Petty with a 15.306. I wouldn't be surprised if we see drivers get into the sub 15 second bracket here.
Yeah, with that slick track, they can get that speed up, correct?
Yeah, that indeed they can. Joshua Hessen, 6 quick. 15.306 is the time to chase down Dylan Clay Devon, 15.324. Russell Berry, 28 quick. I believe we had 50 drivers, or a little over 50 drivers, signing into the pit area for tonight's 6th round of the series. Of course, the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com UMP Modified Series. And, well, Shad Prescott with a 15.303. Mitch Stiles, 36 quick. Bryson Daffin, 15.212. We are seeing those times start to get into the lower 15-second bracket.
Yeah, Shad's one of those guys too that he's really on it, or he seems to kind of have a little difficulty finding his feet in the track there. So hopefully he is able to find that today and really bang it out there.
Dylan Wilson didn't get a time. In fact, I can tell you, it would have been a 15.212, but I think he had contact with the wall, like Hayden Cardwell had just then. So Hayden Cardwell, he's probably one of the best that I've seen, and so consistent in running the slider line as well. Jordan Casey, 52nd quick. What kind of a lap time was that, Jordan? I think he's just sharded the bed.
Somebody else here tonight, not just somebody I know. So yeah, that's Casey. We're seeing him with the speed lately. He has really had it. He's been pinning it to the floor and keeping it up top. And that's kind of a little awkward to see him that far back.
All right, Hayden Cardwell, 30th quick, 15.491. So Bryson Daffin with a 15.212. Blake Majulis with a 15.249. Second quick, Shad Prescott, 15.303. Jim Emery with a 15.304. Dylan Petty rounds out the top 5 with a 15.306. There is a 10th between your top 5. We go through the field, I think close to your 40 drivers were less than half a second.
And that's what you get here at the World of Thunder, is you get nice, clean, close racing. It makes it fun for all you at home, and it makes it fun for us here up in the booth, that's for sure.
So it does 5 heat races on the program. We've seen 4 heat races. We just did a super late model race that took an hour and 4 minutes with the intro. So technically under an hour with the interviews as well. So not a bad way to start the night off. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for heat race number 1. All right, 8 laps going to be the distance. Top 3 to the main event. Your winner will go into the redraw. We'll have that after the B mains and before the A main. Bryson Daffin and Eric Scaff will start on row number 1. Charles Silvers and Daniel Cummings Jr. will start in row number 2. Row 3 going to be Tyler Batten and Kevin McNatt. Then we go back to Tristan Carmen and Devin Gentry in row 4. Row 5 is going to be William Duval and Tanner Folds. Row 6 will be Trey Murphy and Robert Tucker. And that is going to be the 12. Make that 11 cars. Seeing as though Tristan Carmen in the 4 car didn't grid. Tommy, who wins heat number 1?
Heat number 1, I'm going to go with, we'll go starting second, Eric Scaff there.
All right. I'm going to have to go with a guy that went quick time tonight. I think he wins off the pole position. Keep an eye on the 24 JR. As I said in the Super Late Model broadcast, he's going to be one that we're going to be sort of featuring towards the end of the week. As we get set to go green flag action here for the UMP Modified Series. We are green here at Lanier National Speedway. Heat number 1, Bryson Daffin going to slide to the top side of the racetrack. Eric Scaff in second. Third immediately goes to the 24 JR car of Daniel Cummings Jr. The 19 of Kevin McNatt now moves into position number 4. They nearly go 3 wide there on the exit. Here comes the 43 of Tyler Batten up on the inside. Batten runs low through 1 and 2. Lap 1 in the books, and Daffin, he's got it comfortable at the moment.
Yeah, and this is these UMPs. I don't know how these guys control them, that's for sure. And I will say a little partial myself. We had Dan Cummings Jr. on the show today, so looking forward to see him do a little something up here as well, as he has made his way up to the 3rd position.
Yeah, that 24 JR machine, the FEG PC Daredevil Racing Suburban Auto Sales entry in 3rd spot on the bubble right now. Then you go back to Tyler Batten, who's looking up on the inside there of Kevin McNatt through turn number 1 and 2. It'll be halfway home this time by out of turn number 4, but your leader, Bryson Daffin, the slider line into effect. And again, one of the drivers that is so good at running the slider line consistently is Hayden Cardwell. He'll feature in one of the next 4 heat races after this one, but Bryson Daffin, it's looking the good so far at the moment. Very hard to pass when you run that slider line, Tommy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, because you're taking most of that track up in these guys. I mean, if you want to run a guy through, you can, but that's what I like about these guys, is they're going to make sure they're not going to just plow through them. They're not going to do whatever it takes. They're gonna race them clean. That's what I like.
2 to run right now for Bryson Daffin, your race leader in car number 18, looking to get into the redraw. Won't no guaranteed a pole position right now. But again, had we not taken the redraw into consideration on a technicality, he would have started on pole if he can just lead this final lap as we get the white flag. But again, the winner will go into the redraw. So five drivers will be in that redraw, and at the moment he's got everything to lose in that redraw position. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag is out. Bryson Daffin, your winner, ahead of Eric Scalp in second. Daniel Cummings Jr. third. Fourth is going to be Kevin McNatt. Then we go back to Tyler Batten, Charles Silvers, Devin Gentry, Tanner Foles, William Duvall, and Trey Murphy with Robert Tucker home in 11th position. Quick heat races here. Of course, they are only 8 laps in distance. We'll take a look at heat race number 2 and how they line up.
Well, here is the starting grid today. On the pole, we got the 127 machine of Blake Majulis. Starting second in the 44, we got Brett White. In third in the 6, Tommy Bush. In fourth in the 09, we got Tanner Tomasi. In fifth in the 115, Jed Barton. In sixth in the 97, we've got Craig Adam Zach, thank you. And seventh, we got Ryan A. Underwood driving the 46th. And in eighth in the 90, Jeff Fitzpatrick. 9 in the 19, Devin Thompson. 10th in the 13, Jim Wall. 11 and 27, Cody Gatsky, thank you. And 12 in the 59, Jim Ism, thank you. I've got a screen far away. I got to get that pulled up a little closer or get some glasses on, one of the two.
Yeah, sure. A quick tip: who wins this one?
First, Blake Majulis.
Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be hard not for him to mess up here. Green flag is out. We're underway, almost staying on the start-finish line camera there, but slider line through turn 1 and 2. Oh, look at meow! Brett White with the kitty cat on the back of that UMP modified. See that one?
Yeah, absolutely. He's been listening to us. You like that?
It almost looks like almost.
You sent him a picture.
Either that or he's getting creepy right now. But anyhow, Tommy Bush has moved into second position right now. Brother of George at the moment runs in second, trying to run down Blake Majulis. You're defending World of Thunder UMP modified. Look at this battle on for third. White, Tomasi, Underwood, Tomasi on the outside. He's got that high line working through turn number 3 and 4. But look at the 44 of White. Continue to roll through the middle. Look at Underwood now coming up on the inside. A couple of different lines right now. Look at the 97 of Craig Adamsack. Work on the top side, Tommy.
Yes, this is a fun one to watch. Sometimes they just line up. No, not on this one. They're going to take all 3 lines. They're going to make sure that they are going to definitely compete for this position here. And I am stuck watching Underwood. He is tearing through the field right now on that low end.
Yeah, he's up to position 4, looking for a transfer position again. You need to be in the top 3, otherwise you're going to be stuck somewhere in the B main. Slide job by Underwood. Tomasi turns that underneath. Tomasi going to reclaim that 3rd position. Underwood then Tomasi, they made contact going down into turn 3. Tomasi may just squeeze him up into the wall, but he gives him a little bit more room than expected. 2 to run. The battle is on for that 3rd and final transfer spot.
I think if we were racing for any other position other than that transfer position, these guys would have gotten into each other, but they do respect what they got going on right there, and I like that. It made it fun. It made it interesting, and Underwood ends up pulling away with it there. He's going to stick in 3rd. Let's see if he can stick it out.
Now, final time, heat number 2 here. Blake Majulis into the wall on the top shelf. He's going to get the run off for turn number 4. Tommy Bush home in 2nd. Ryan Underwood will grab 3rd. Then we go back to Tanner Tomasi in 4th. Home in 5th is going to be Jed Barton, 8 1,000ths of a second over Brett White, Craig Adams, Zach Devin Thompson, Jeff Fitzpatrick, Jim Wall, Cody Gatsky, and Jim Chisholm to round out the 12 cars in heat number 2. As quick as you like, heat number 3. Cars taken to the racetrack right now. Let's take a look at how they line up with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole in car number 14, it'll be Shad Prescott. Clay Debon for D1RT Racing will start position number 2. Clyde Dunn, the 88, will start position 3. Cody Olsen, car 56, will start position 4. Position number 5, Matt Kapirin in the 141. Terrell Payne in car 51 will start position 6. The Yardbird, Dylan Thomas in car number 03 starts position 7. Josh Blanchard in the 02 will start position number 8. Russell Berry in car number 084 will start position 9. Brent Homan out of position 10. Jordan Casey out of position 11. And Will Gatsky out of position number 12. Here we go. Here's a... Go for a different position. Let's go position 3.
Going in third, we'll say, I think Terrell's going to bring the pain.
Third position, I'm going to go with the 42 of Jordan Casey to come from position 11.
That would be a nice little trail up to the front there for Casey. And you know what? If there's one guy in this field that can do it, I would believe it to be him because he is fast.
Yes, he is. He is bad. 855 fast. Green flag is out. Heat number 3 for the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com UMP Modified Series. Prescott the 14 gets straight to the top shelf into turns 1 and 2. Clay Devon under pressure here. No, not anymore. Clyde Dunn slides up in front of Cody Olsen in the 6C machine. Dylan Thomas working the bottom side. He's another one that might be a very good chance at a top 3 as well. The 03 of Dylan Thomas. He's got the ability to pass cars in these heat races and, of course, in the main event. He's almost like a Daniel Cummings Jr. when it comes to passing cars.
Yeah, that's what I've been watching him lately, and you know what? It seems like these guys that are patient. You obviously want to get up there, but as long as you're patient, you can keep it up there. You can control it, and you'll make your way up there throughout the heat there.
All right, we'll keep an eye on how these drivers fare. Of course, top 3, no change. Shad Prescott, Clay Devon, and Clyde Dunn, 4th position, and the battle on for 4th right now. It's Dylan Thomas through the middle in the Yardbird 03 machine on his inside the 6. That is Cody Olsen, Matt Kapirian trying to work to the outside. He's got Josh Blanchard and Jordan Casey working to the outside as well. Casey got a lot of traffic in front of him right now, running the top and the bottom. It's hard for him to get through. He's only made up 3 positions at this stage, but 5 down, 3 laps left to run. It's going to be very tough for Jordan Casey to make any more advancing, considering this track is pretty much blocked off at the moment.
Absolutely, and that's what I was watching Payne there as well. It seems like he's kind of been stuck there, and these guys are running these wide lines, if you will. That's what I've been watching some guys go into the corners, and you can tell that they're holding on to that throttle a little longer as we get deeper in this race, trying to make anything they possibly can.
Yeah, Olsen has moved into position 4 while Dylan Thomas Yardbird, the Yardbird they call him, he went to the top shelf. He's now fallen back to position number 5. The white flag is out. Shad Prescott, oh, there goes the 14. Cody Olsen involved in that one. But Shad Prescott going to come out of turn 4, will be victorious. So the lineup is going to be shuffled a bit here. Prescott wins ahead of Clay Devon, Clyde Dunn in 2nd and 3rd. 4th as they come across the line. Josh Blanchard, Jordan Casey up to 5th. Dylan Thomas 6, Russell Berry, Will Gatsky, Brent Homan, Cody Olsen, Matt Kapirian, and Terrell Payne. The 11 cars for heat number 3. Heat 4, these heats are moving very, very quickly. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Starting on the pole, we got the number 16 of Jimmy Emery. In 2nd, we got James Grayson, the 269. In 3rd, we got the 118 of Joshua Hessen. In 4th, the 24 of Dylan Halder. In 5th, we got the number 5 of Chris Fisher. In 6th, the Barry Sorensen driving the 45. In 7th, the number 22 of Jared Windholtz. In 8th, the 08 of Jacob Prilliman. In 9th, the 54 of Mitch Stiles. In 10th, 29, Cole Edwards. 11th, 80 of Dylan Wilson. And 12th, the 00 of Jason Skinner.
The principal.
The principal. Very good. I like that.
Alright, 8 laps on the board. Playing silly buggers behind the scenes. I love it. Green flag set to fly. Heat. What are we on? Heat 4. Yeah,
this is Heat 4. That is correct.
All right, Jim Emery and James Grace on the front row. Green flag is out. Again, top 3 to the top 3 to the main event. Your winner to the redraw position. Jim Emery holds on to the race lead down the back straightaway. Joshua Hessen now looking through the middle of turn number 3 and 4. The 118, the yellow and purple. Not a bad colour scheme, that 118 machine.
I was about to say something myself. I really like that. That's a very nice one. And then behind him in the 22, I like that neon green there and silver. I like these guys' paint. Very good tonight.
Yeah, we all know the black and green is my colour, so keep your hands off the green machine. Uh-oh, there goes some cars going sideways and probably the wrong way. Going down into turns 1 and 2. Chris Fisher in the 5 machine. The TVR works the bottom side in 3rd position, looking for 2nd. He may just have it at the start-finish line. There was barely anything in it between Fisher and Grace. Grace working the outside in the 269 machine. Here comes Fisher back up on the inside. Well, Joshua Hessen, he's probably got the best seat in the house right now, watching these cars go side by side. Fisher, he moves into 2nd position. I get the feeling that bottom side might just starting to be come back in right now.
Yeah, that's what you see a lot of these guys kind of running to that bottom there. So it's interesting to see how that's going to play factor here going forward.
And we've still got another heat plus 3 B mains to run, and then of course a 3-minute warm-up session before we even think about getting into our 30-lap main event. So there's still a lot of racing to be had. The Full Velocity Racing Network 269 machine of James Grace. He's now out of a transfer position. Joshua Hessen in the 118, that HRT. He's up to position 3, going to look to come up the racetrack just a little bit down the back straightaway. 1 lap to go. Tommy, I'll let you bring us home in this one.
All righty. So we got Jimmy Emery, and we're going to follow him coming out because looks like Chris Fisher is catching him on the exits, but then he just boosted out of there, and he's coming around the final couple of turns here. Jimmy Emery looks like he's going to take this one as long as he doesn't have any final mistake. Yep, it's Jimmy Emery, Chris Fisher, and we'll see Joshua Hessen, I believe, did get the 3rd place. In 4th, we got James Grace, Dylan Wilson, Barry Sorensen, Dylan Halder, and I lost it there. I'm not as quick as you.
Yeah, no, look, it's look, I've had plenty of practice doing this. Don't worry, don't feel so bad.
I at least got the top 5 in there. Sorry, guys.
Yep, no, that's fine. Top 5 is good enough. Top 3 would have been good enough. Anyhow,
I need to get pictures of their face there.
I don't want to know what you're going to do with the pictures of their face.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you walked right into that one. Let's take a look at your Ultimate TV starting grid for heat number 5. Alright, starting on pole in the 5P, it's Dylan Petty. Corey Whitworth, the 69, will start position 2. We'll put him in his J place. He will start position 3. Clifford Driscoll out of position number 4. Position 5 is going to be Matthew Fazell, and Hayden Cardwell will start position 6. Cole Cabray will start position 7. Patrick Solari will start position 8. Position 9 going to be Kyle Tesma with Cody Clemens out of position 10. Dustin Hall out of position 11. All right, let's pick on where Cole Cabray is going to finish. I'm going to say 5th.
We'll say, you know what? I'm going to say 9th. I think he's going to back up there.
Actually, you know, I changed it. I think he's going to get 3rd, just quickly, just quietly.
Are you doing that to to throw me off there?
Nope. You're watching. Guaranteed 3rd place finisher for Cole Cabray. Ready? Just mark my words right now. Into turn number 1 and 2 we go. Dylan Petty down on the bottom side of the racetrack. He will lead down into 3 and 4 for the opening time. Heat race number 5. Look at Cardwell up on the inside of Cole Cabray. The reason why he's not going to finish 3rd is if Hayden Cardwell gets into 3 wide. Driscoll on the outside. Cabray through the middle. The Swindell Speed Lab. Now here goes Cardwell. Gets by Cabray. Contact going down into turns 3. Cabray gets around it. Cardwell gets underneath it, but Cardwell from 6th up to 3rd as here comes Cabray once again.
It doesn't surprise me one bit that Cardwell made it up there. What does surprise me, however, he's done it all at the bottom. So Hayden Cardwell took the bottom all the way up from the back to the front, and now we see him fighting for the lead here. This is going to get interesting if Mr. Cardwell can actually take it. We're halfway through, and he is bringing it up. We'll see if he's got the speed to take it here.
Yeah, slide line through turn number 3 and 4. It's amazing how many of these drivers have shuffled positions in just 4 laps. Cardwell around the outside. Here goes Cabray. The 16 there of Jay Plays it was just slid up in front of him. Cabray now tries to come back through the middle, 3 wide, nearly 4 wide right now through turns number 3 and 4. Driscoll trying to fight back on Hayden Cardwell, but Jay Place holds off Dylan Petty and Cole Cabre. Patrick Solari, Dustin Hall. This is a stacked heat race, and boy oh boy, these drivers are not afraid to put on a show right now. Oh, it's all happening right now with a couple of laps to go.
Absolutely, and that's one thing that we've seen Corey Whitworth. He has got speed across the different leagues that I've been watching him in, and he gets out front like that. He hooks into those tracks, and he just gets going. So be interesting to see if Hayden can get him. But you notice Hayden pushed up to the top line. He's running that Cardwell line now. Let's see if he can catch him in this last lap.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough to catch him here with just 2 turns to go. Corey Whitworth out in front, looking to secure a spot in the redraw. He can only go forwards from the redraw unless he draws up 5th. Corey Whitworth the win. Cardwell, Driscoll 2nd and 3rd. Petty, Place, Hall, Cabre, Solari, Tesma, Clemens, your top 10. And that is heat racing action complete. We now add 2 more laps onto the 3 B mains, where we're going to take 3, I think, without taking a look at what is going to go through. It should be 3 from each of them. B-main number 1, cars taken to the racetrack right now. Let's take a look at how your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid looks like.
Starting on pole, we got the number 48 of Kevin McNatt, number 2 in the 269 of James Grace, starting 3rd in the 115, Jed Barton, in 4th in the 47, Jay Place, in 5th in the 03, Dylan D. Thomas, in 6th in the 40 machine, Devin Gentry, in 7th in the 24, Dylan Halder, in 8th in the 19, Devin Thompson, starting 9th in the 39 machine, Patrick Solari, starting 10th in the 49, Brent Homan, in an 11th, we got the 76 of Robert Tucker, in 12th, the 54 Mitch Stiles, and 13th, the 27 car of Cody Gadzecki. Gatsky. I do apologize.
I can't tell you how many names I butchered.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, you can go screw yourself.
No, these names are hard sometimes. You need the little phonetic or phonetic or however you say that. I need one of those for that too.
All right, who finishes 3rd in this one?
3rd place finisher goes to Dylan D. Thomas.
I'm going Patrick Solari. I'm going a little bit further back. All right, B main number 1. 10 laps on the board, the distance here. Oh no, there goes the 49 around. That's Brent Homan. I dare say we might just see a yellow flag coming out here in a moment, but it looks like we are staying green for the moment, Brent. No, in fact, it's Kevin McNatt out in front. 2nd, Jed Barton, Dylan Thomas in 3rd. He gets by James Grace for that 4th position. Here comes Jay Place as well. Jay Place working the bottom side. And look at the 99 of Solari. He was one of those 6 cars that had a battle for that 4th to 8th, 9th transfer spot on that last race.
Yeah, and he has pulled up through the field. You can call them. The guys that can really carve through the field. I call them butchers. You call them for winners. That's you're better than I am with that. You got that crystal ball over there, and Solari sure is doing that. I am watching currently the 24 of Dylan Halder. He is pulling through right now. He's doing a little battle with Devin Gentry there.
Yeah, we'll keep a look. We'll keep an eye on that as we go out through the last 6 laps. The 15B car, Jed Barton, right through the middle of turn number 1 and 2. He's in that 3rd and final transfer position, but here comes Jay Place on the outside. The 16 is hooked up on the top side of the racetrack. These lines at the moment, they are very, very even. If anything, I think the top side has just a slight advantage as they carry all that speed on the exit of the turn. And we'll keep an eye on Jay Place trying to get by Jed Barton there for that 3rd and final transfer position.
Absolutely, and the exit of the turn is where you're going to get your speed, obviously, coming into the straightaways, and that is Kevin McNatt. He has seemed to really been able to feather that with the pedal. Seems like he's got a little more finesse this race here on that, so see if he, I think it's, whoa, never mind, here we go. We got a battle here. Dylan D. Thomas going to the inside. Here I think McNatt is in the clear, but no, Dylan D. Thomas is going to give him a battle here.
Where do you go to watch? Do you go to watch the guys battling side by side for lead, or did you want to watch a 3-wide battle for the final transfer spot? Take your pick on what you want to do. All the action covered right here on Ultimate Dirt TV. 1.5 to go. Dylan Thomas, your race leader. Kevin McNatt 2nd. J Place in the 16, the white and orange machine. In that third and final transfer spot, being pressured by James Grace. 1 lap left to run. In B main number 1, Thomas has got it from McNatt down the back straightaway for the final time. J Place, can he hold on to position 3? Here we go as they come out of turn number 4. The win going to go to Dylan Thomas. Second at the line is going to be Kevin McNatt. And third, wait for the timing and scoring to update. J Place getting it by half a tenth over James Grace in 4th. Jed Barton Solari in 5th and 6th. And boy, what a race, what a finish, what a 10 laps that was. What a B-main it was, Tommy.
Absolutely. They took that one all the way down to the end. Like you said, we had a battle up front. We had a battle there for the transfer spot. That was a fun one to watch, and you guys make it fun for us here in the booth. Thank you so much.
All right, your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for B-main number 2 will look like this. Starting on pole in the 09T car, that's Tanner Tomasi. Dylan Petty, the 5P, will start position 2. The 42 of Jordan Casey will start position 3. Charles Silvers will start position number 4. Position 5 will be the 45 of Barry Sorensen. Craig Adams, Zach the 97, out of position 6. Swindell Speed Lab number 12 machine, Cole Cabray will start position 7. Will Gatsky, the 17, will start position 8. Out of position 9 will be William Duval. Out of position 10, Jared Winholes. Jim Wall out of position 11. Cody Clemens out of position 12. And we go back to Matt Kapirin. Tristan Carmen Dunn, not there. And Terrell Payne will essentially line up out into a 14-car field. Let's go. I'm going to go the trifecta here since we're talking about betting. Jordan Casey wins ahead of Dylan Petty and Cole Cabray third. Pick it.
I say I agree with you on Casey. I'm going to say Sorensen and Cabray.
Ah, so you're a follower, hey? I told you to keep an eye out on Cabray in that other heat race. You see what he could do. Yeah, all right, yeah. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. I like it. I dig it. It's not my first. Not my first
I do like
radio.
this paint of Tanner Tomasi here on the pole. That's very nice.
Brand new paint scheme.
Very nice. Bringing out the fresh paint for World of Thunder.
All right, here we go. By the way, I've been watching Cole Cabray for about 6 or 7 years with online sim racing, so I know what he drives like. So, and out, green flag is out, 10 laps the distance. Tomasi will lead down the back straightaway. Casey and Dylan Petty run side by side through turn number 3 and 4 for the opening lap. Jordan Casey will look to have second position. Will have it at the line. Then you've got a 3-wide battle right now. Look at Cabray working the bottom side. Barry Sorensen through the middle. And Charles Silvers up on the top side. 3 wide down into turns 3 and 4. And Cole Cabray going to hold on and move into position number 4 right now.
Yeah, this is fun. They are taking they're taking the whole track, making 3 lanes out of it, and they are doing it clean. Oh, never mind, I say that. And then they got into each other back there in the midfield. But yes, Cabray is making his way. He's ran the low line. Now he is up on the high line, and we have a yellow flag.
Yeah, that was always destined to happen. What did I say? I said Casey, Petty, and Cabray, yeah?
Yes, you did. So I just need...
Sorensen's going. He's down. He's done for the night.
Yeah,
he's back on pit road.
Oh, that's the curse of Tommy picking you. I apologize, Barry.
Well, I guess he didn't get any checkers tonight. He certainly got the wreckers.
That's, I know not many guys are NASCAR here, but I picked Kyle Busch to wreck today, and he ended up taking the title. So that's the luck I have.
Just getting back off that, a little fun fact here at Lanier. Have you ever noticed the emergency vehicles on the inside of the racetrack and out of turn 4, when the yellow lights flash, so do the lights on the emergency vehicles?
Really? Just at Lanier, huh?
It happens at USA as well.
So is this something you read on the internet, or is this something you found?
This is something I found.
Oh, I'm going to start questioning how much you broadcast or iRace yourself now.
Every day, whether I'm broadcasting or racing, guaranteed I'm on iRacing every day.
That's why I want everybody right now during this yellow flag. This is the yellow flag chance opportunity to run over to youtube.com and follow, subscribe, whatever YouTube does for Ultimate Dirt TV. And they're back on the loud pedal. That's right. Tanner Tomasi hits it up, and he's in the first turn, clean and clear. And they are going to Cabray. Look at that. He's pulling down the bottom. He's going to try to get under there and get that second spot from Casey. Let's see if he can get it here.
Yeah, Petty just putting the move back there on Cabrera. They're going to rub all the way down the front straightaway. Here comes a third car looking to get on the inside. I'm going to just find out who that is. It's the 13 car of Charles Silvers on the outside looking in. But the way that Cabrera and Dylan Petty are going, I wouldn't be surprised if none of those drivers make the show with just wrecking each other out, carrying to the wall on the front straightaway. 1.5 to go, and Casey's coming after Tanner Tomasi right now. Can he close in on the final 3/8 of a mile here? B-main number 2, the white flag is out. Tomasi leads ahead of Casey. We're going to watch this battle on for third as Cole Cabrera moves up in front of Dylan Petty. Petty tries to come back at him now on the bottom side on the exit of turn number 2. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Oh, he got contact with him, and Petty's going to go around. And how about that one? Tanner Tomasi beats Jordan Casey. Cole Cabrera third. Those 3 drivers, they will continue. Everybody else, unfortunately, is irrelevant going forward. But fourth on back is going to go home. I got 2 out of 3 right.
Yeah, me as well there. So I'm pretty happy. That's not terrible. So I feel like mine won a little because Cabrera was a little farther back there. So he was a little farther the long shot there. So I got a little more bank in my buck there.
Yeah, but my 3 guys finished. Your one didn't.
Well, hey, did they? If they weren't top 3, if we're talking betting, it don't matter, sir. It's top 3 or nothing. It's checkers or wreckers.
So what you did there. All right, B-main number 2. Let's take a look at your Ultimate TV starting grid.
You can hear me, you can't hear him, so I'm going to run down the starting grid. Starting on the pole, it's the 02 of Josh Blanchard. In second, the 43 of Tyler Batten. In third, the 80 machine of Dylan Wilson. And in fourth, the 44 of Brett White. Starting fifth in the 3-3-1 of Dustin Hall. In sixth, the 084 of Russell J. Berry. In seventh, the 25 of Tanner Folds. In eighth, the 00 of Jason Skinner. In number 9, the 90 of Jeff Fitzpatrick. In 10th, the 15 of Kyle Tesper. In 11th, Cody Olson. 13th, Cole Edwards. 15th, the 08 of Jacob Prilliman.
All right, here we go. Playing silly buggers behind the screen. 13 cars on the track. Josh Blanchard will lead them down into turn number 1 and 2. The final 10 laps of preliminary action. We'll keep an eye on some of the drivers again. Look at that 80 machine. Dylan Wilson working to the inside, looking for the race lead. They go 3 wide there through turn number 3 and 4. Dylan Wilson immediately to the race lead. Car upside down on the front straightaway. We'll keep an action. Keep eye on the action up towards the front of the field. Dustin Hall moves into position number 2. That's Tyler Batten. He's now trying to reclaim that second spot down into turn number 3 and 4. Blanchard, after leading into turns 1 and 2, he's been shuffled back to 4, Tommy.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dylan Wilson made a nice little clear path for himself all the way up to the lead. That was fun to watch there. Now back in 4th and 5th, we got the cat. The cat is on the prowl, everybody. He's about to pounce. We got Brett White. He is making his move. Oh, the cat got shut out there. The door got shut on the cat, and he controlled it better than I did getting back out of that. That's for sure. These UMPs are tough, and the only other thing I know that are like these is the 410 sprints, and that's both what these World of Thunder guys are driving tonight, 2 of the 3 vehicles at least. So congrats and credit to them, because it is these cars are not easy, that's for sure.
Now, speaking of the 410s, they are going to be up in about 1 hour and 10 minutes time, and well, we're going to actually stay here at Lanier. So the 410s are going to be at this very racetrack, and it's going to be a sight to see when you put, 24 of the best of the business on this track, and I guarantee it is going to be black slick, worse than what it is right now. And boy, oh boy, those sprint car guys are now to put on a show. Speaking of putting on a show, Dylan Wilson gone. Write him a check for a B-main winner. He's just absolutely annihilated this field, and it just goes to show you, regardless of the setup, what kind of drivers, how these drivers are able to get through the fields.
That's my favorite thing about these fixed setups is it puts it all in the driver's hands for the most part. Obviously, you're going to have the bad luck in front of you. If you get tossed up into it, you can't control that. But for the most part, it's all on the driver here, so we get to see what driver really has it.
Well, we'll take a look at the number 80 machine out in front. Dylan Wilson driving for D1RT. Yes, got that new livery. And boy, that is just sexy as shit. I'll just say that straight up. That car is lit. He'll make his way down into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time in B main number 3. Slider line. He's got about 16 miles ahead of the next bloke behind him, Dustin Hall, in second after Wilson gets the win. Tyler Batten and Josh Blanchard crushing as they come across the line. And there was less than half a tenth in it, less than 4/100th of a second. Tyler Batten will get that third and final transfer position ahead of Josh Blanchard, who comes home in fourth. And we are all ready to go for our redraw. Steve, are you ready? We had 5 heat races, correct?
That's correct.
All right, let's go. Let's roll on through, buddy.
All right, heat race number 1 in the Bad Motorsports car number 18, Bryson Daffrin.
Position 4.
Heat race number 2 winners, the Wendell Speed Labs car number 127 is Blake Majulis.
Pole position.
Third heat race winner from D1RT, it's car number 41, Shad Prescott.
Position 2.
Heat race number 4 winner, car number 4 from D1RT, it's Jim Emery.
Position 3.
Heat race number 5 winner, car number 69, it's Corey Whitworth.
Position 5, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. All right. The redraw happening, and the redraw has just happened. Now we know where these drivers are going to start. We've still got 30 laps to determine a winner before we get there. Of course, Tommy, while we've got this opportunity with the shout-outs and stuff like that, where can people check out the Checkers and Wreckers?
Absolutely, and thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hop on over to www.bwsports1, that is the numerical1.com, bwsports1.com, for all the fun stuff going on in that world. Or you can search on Facebook and go to Checkers and Wreckers and just hit the like or follow button over there.
All right, of course, I want to give a shout out to, of course, dirtfan.com. Check them out on their website, dirtfan.com, or check them out on all their social media platforms as well at dirtfan.com. Give them a like, give them a follow as well. Of course, a massive shout out to JZ iRacing Photography. Jeremy Zarfos does a fantastic and phenomenal job taking the photos. Of course, coming on board as a sponsor here for the World of Thunder season here on the Sunday nights, taking all the photos from the super late models, UMP modifieds, and of course 410 wing sprint cars. No doubt we're going to see him in a 410 wing sprint car if he's home and not looking after the twins. So we hope that we hope to see Jeremy in the race in about an hour's time. And of course, our shout out to our own, of course, sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. A big thank you to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, the World of Thunder iRacing League, JR Productions and Media, Monsters of Dirt, iRacing iFlag, and Black Diamond Motorsports. 20 seconds left in the practice session. We are watching from above the racetrack. We got 30 laps on the board, 24. Tommy, who do you think is going to win tonight?
Oh, it's a tough pick tonight. Let's see. It's hard. I'm going to put out 3 names out there because it's so hard to look down this line and go. But I'm going to go with Hayden Cardwell, Blake Majulis, or Jordan Casey. Those are my top 3, or the 3 to win if I'm throwing money down.
All right. Well, now that you've given me 3, I'm gonna ask you to pick one. Because I said pick a winner, not pick 3.
I know you did, but when you got this many people in racing, you bet 3 different winners. Oh, man, just because of the experience, I'm going to have to go with Majulis.
Nah, screw you.
Screw your pick, baby.
Yeah, that's Prescott. I'll go with Prescott.
I was going to say, yeah, when he is on it, that, and you got Corey Whitworth in 5th. I mean, so you got guys here that could win from any position of this field. This is going to be a fun one to watch.
Keep an eye on some of the drivers to come through. Of course, Capray, Casey, Wilson, Cardwell, Daniel Cummings Jr. Let's quickly take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. In row number 1, it's going to be Bryson Daffrin. In fact, it won't, because these 5 drivers are going to be in the redraw position. We know Blake Majulis will start on pole. I believe Shad Prescott will start position 2. Jim Emery will start 3. Fourth is going to be Bryson Daffin. Whitworth will start 5th. Eric Scalf will start position 6.
Starting in 7th, the number 6 car, Tommy Bush. In 8th, the 84 of Clay Devon.
Chris Fisher and Hayden Cardwell will make up row 5.
In the next row 6, we got the number 52 of Daniel Cummings Jr. and the 46 of Ryan Underwood.
Clyde Dunn and Joshua Hessen in row 7.
And we got the starting 15th, the 63 of Clifford Driscoll, and 16th, the 03 of Dylan D. Thomas.
Tanner Tomasi and Dylan Wilson in row 9.
And then we have, thank you very much, we got McNatt and Jordan Casey in the next row there starting.
Yeah, we've got Dustin Hall, Jay Place, Cole Cabray, and Tyler Batten to round out this field just before the ATVO and grid plays silly buggers on us. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, we got a 40-lap main event. Normally it's a 30-lapper, but all right, we'll take a 40-lapper here tonight, of course. A bit short of a racetrack, 3/8 of a mile in distance. And these drivers are in their correct order. If you're running wide, Scott 1 of 45, and why we're not talking, why these drivers are not racing, well, those drivers from the redraw position, once they get into those correct positions, which they are now, and they have been given the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. Tommy, there is no better sight right now than these drivers are going and pacing at a 4-wide salute.
No, this is so much fun to watch, and that's what I was excited to see the UMPs here. Because like I've said, week in and week out, I'd be going through the turn right now, and there'd be guys mad at me because my butt end would be around kissing another one. Touching no-nos.
Well, if you want to go touch some no-nos, I guess you can do. I guess you can do it on your own time.
Hey, are you gonna play the prayer?
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that, and I still actually, I forgot about it. But I knew just because you were gonna
alarm to remind me
yeah,
of this time.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised one bit. But the drivers break away from their formation. Well, we want to, we're going to thank the little E's, as we like to call them. There you go. That's about as close as the prayers you're ever going to get right now.
Who we do really want to thank her is World of Thunder. Steve does a great job down there, and thank you for allowing me to step up into the booth while you do your deal down on the track. So thank you very much. Hop on over to their Facebook page if you haven't already. Give them a like, and like I said, hop on over to YouTube and give Ultimate Dirt TV a like as well.
Actually, I'm going to apologize to Steve because I actually forgot to cross-post this to the World of Thunder page. I'm an absolute flog, Steve. I apologize. I'll get it fixed for the... I'll get it fixed for the sprint cars. I did it for the super late models. We cross-posted to UDTV and World of Thunder at the same time. But because I was actually going to get something out for dinner, I forgot to do it for the UMP. So, yeah, Steve, I apologise. 40 laps on the board. The World of Thunder iRacing League and DirtFan.com UMP Modified Series. Let's get naughty for 40 as the green flag flies. Blake Majulis going to lead the field down into turn number 1 and 2. For the first of 40 times around Lanier National Speedway. Prescott up top. Jim Emery down low. Whitworth down low. Then you go back to Bryson Daffin running the slider line down into turns 3 and 4. Look who's behind him. It's Eric Scalf and Clay Devon. Look at Hayden Cardwell trying to come through the mix. But the Mike M Designs number 69 machine of Corey Whitworth works on the inside now. Bryson Daffin. And here goes Majulis and Prescott both running the slider line.
Yeah, that's like I said, this is a hard one to call. It is a very fast race here. These guys are fantastic. This is the top of the line here, and unfortunately for the field, Mr. Blake Majulis is up front. So we'll see if anybody can catch him or if he's just going to stay on that line. It may take a yellow to get up to him again.
Well, he was the winner of the Super Late Models at the Lanier Motorsports Park, and so many times we have seen Majulis over the past 3 seasons. He wins the Super Late Models and he comes out and backs up another good, strong performance in the UMP Modifieds. I'm super impressed right now with Jim Emery in the number 4 machine, the Supermoon Graphics for D1RT. In third at the moment. Of course, this is early on, 5 down, 35 to go. Corey Whitworth sliding up to the top of the racetrack. Look who has been the gutter rat on the bottom, Hayden Cardwell. The World of Thunder and D1RT working the bottom side on the inside of Daffin, nearly 3 wide as they come off for turn number 2. Into turns 3 and 4 we go. Daffin low, Hayden Cardwell a little lower. Right upstairs happens to be Corey Whitworth. He's in 4th, but here comes Cardwell looking to get his nose into the top 5.
Yeah, and it's always fun to watch Cardwell. Like I said, if anybody hears a loud thump, that isn't your house. It's nothing like that. What it actually is Hayden's other leg. He's nervous. He was on that low line. It's comfortable now. He got to that top line. He's going to get comfortable in his seat. So look out, everybody. Here he comes.
All right, we'll go back through the field right now. Some good battle. Daniel Cummins Jr. battling it out with the 6 of Tommy Bush. Eric Scalf has fallen back after running inside the top 5 of the opening couple of hours. He's back to 11th position and could be a little bit further as Clyde Dunn looks to get on by, but there goes Jordan Casey. I'm going to say, back up front is 0.3 of a second, but the battle is on. The battle's on for third right now because Corey Whitworth has gotten into third position, and he's done it by running the top. Jim Emery's down low, and look who is stalking that number 4 machine. It happens to be the number 7, and look at what line he's running. I told you he's one of the best at doing this, running the slider line, and boy, oh boy, is that 7 coming on a tear.
Absolutely, and now we got that yellow flag. Everybody in the field wanted that to pull closer. The only person that didn't was the leader in Mr. Majulis there. So now it's going to bring everybody a little closer to him, see if they can get him. I think you're going to have to get him off of the restart, honestly, in my opinion, to really have a chance. But I've seen weirder things in these races.
Right, take a look at your wicket cushion instant replay right now. The 88 of Clyde Dunn just getting a little bit of a helping hand, getting turned around the wrong way. Thanks to the 03 of Dylan Thomas. Nothing in it, just done, just checked up to stay on the bottom side. Thomas sort of, I guess, not anticipating Clyde Dunn to check up like that much, but at the end of the day, Dylan Thomas gets into the back of the 88 of Clyde Dunn, and of course we'll bring on the first caution flag of the night. Again, that's going to put Majulis with a clear track once again, and as if it's not hard enough to get by the 127 right now. Again, you take the lap traffic equation out of the situation here, and I mean there's a reason why he's the world champion and a reason why he's a defending champion here at World of Thunder.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, I really feel like you're going to have to get him off this restart to get anything, and he controls the restart. So good luck. I don't know if he's got any habits there, but they're on the loud pedal, and he is into turn 1, and it looks like he's on that slider line again. Gets the clear lead. Let's see if anybody can get around him here.
Well, Prescott is doing his darn best to get by the 127. Prescott stays low through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Majulis. He's got the speed there on the exit of the turn. They both go the slider line. Whitworth up top. Hayden Cardwell down low. Hayden Cardwell looks for third on Whitworth at the moment. Cardwell, yellow flag is going to fly very quickly after this one. So a good restart there from Shad Prescott was certainly putting the pressure there on Blake Majulis. But Blake Majulis, in the end, experience is key.
Absolutely, and that's what I was wondering. I mean, obviously, as racers, people, you want to study things as well. So I'm sure these guys have taken a look at videos at some point. So it'd be interesting to see if Mr. Majulis has any tendencies as far as it goes when it comes to the restarts there.
Well, I guarantee
you guys that they like to pound it, and then guys that like to wait, and then guys that'll switch it up every time for you. So I think in the next race, if he's racing Ernie Williams Jr., he's a great example of that. He'll hit it going into once you can go on one restart, the next restart he will wait until the absolute last second he can. So it's fun to watch that as well.
Yeah, it's nice to see drivers change up, but what it also does, it also, the guys that are sort of anticipating that early start, they tend to get on the gas a little early, and of course that can cause a concertina effect for those guys to go, and then they've got to check up. What that does is that the guys behind, look how early that start was. He was catching Prescott. He was trying to catch him off guard, and heck, he almost caught me off guard, but I'm just too alert right now. 3 wide on the exit of turn number 2, if you don't mind for a moment. Majulis has the top spot still. Prescott still rides in second. Whitworth rides the top side of the racetrack as well. Then you go back to Cardwell, runs low through turn number 3 and 4. Prescott and Cardwell, they go to the top side, while meanwhile Majulis continues to run that slider line. See what he does in 3 and 4 again. They all run pretty similar sort of lines down into turn number 3 and 4. Cardwell almost got into the side there of Shad Prescott.
Yeah, I'm back here, a little midfield action, watching Dan Cummings Jr. kind of pull through the field now. Like I said, he seems to be one of those patient drivers that's going to just chip away at it, and then he'll be near the beginning of the front of the field come the end of the ride. He's running a very clean mid-track line there and making his way through. So let's see if he can pull up anything else. He's in 7th now, following Jordan Casey there, who's in 6th. So those two, if they can clear a path, they'll see the front here, I think.
Yeah, well, Casey certainly had his work cut out for him. Had to come from a B main, I think, didn't he? But he's up into position number 6. Bryson Daffin, who was quick, of course, didn't get the redraw in this one. Dan Cummings Jr. around the outside. They made contact going down into turns 3 and 4. And that's going to allow 3 or 4 cars to look at who is coming up inside the top 10. It's the 80 machine of Dylan Wilson. Dylan Wilson started 18th, and he's past 10 cars already.
So another where I'm watching now, Hayden Cardwell just kind of run that really clean line there. He's almost, like you said, running that slider line, and Whitworth is just trying everything he can to get up behind him, but it seems like Hayden just really is pushing and trying to keep up with Prescott and Majulis there. And now we got another yellow flag. And going into the yellow flag, I do want to remind everybody to check out the Ultimate Dirt TV YouTube. I am putting a big push there because, like I said, here in America, there's a myth that in Australia, those toilets flush the other way. So I want to see that happen. And if we can get Brett up to 1,000
I'll post a video.
YouTube, he will post a video. So I want to know if it's true or not. So. Please hop on over to YouTube, and then, like I said, give the guys over at World of Thunder some love there too. They deserve it. Steve puts on a great show for you guys week in, week out. Couldn't do it without those guys there.
All right, lights set to go out on the pace track this time by. We've only seen it a few times in tonight's main event, which is nice to see. This track at the moment, it's a bit of a choo-choo. Slider line. Swade gets here sometimes. I thought this track would have come back into the bottom side. Eventually, I would have put my house on that I don't own. I would have put your house on it. That Hayden Cardwell would have been ripping the lip.
So the way I look at it is you got Blake Majulis in front. Yeah, he's running that slider. He's doing everything he can. So I'm going to follow the guy that knows what he's doing and try to run his line because obviously he's the fastest. And they're back on that loud pedal, going at it. And once again, Blake Majulis gets the nice start there. Chad Prescott just can't get around him on the start. But we're looking. Hayden Cardwell might have what it takes. He's running that low line again, seeing if he can make anything work really to get around Chad Prescott.
I think the place to be at the moment, top 1 and 2, bottom 3 and 4. We'll see if Cardwell runs that line because he's not one to shy away to try and run different lines and really just no matter where he's running, whether he's running 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 15th, 18th, he ain't afraid just to try different lines. He'll be comparing lap times and he'll go to the top here because this will be 3 different lines at the moment. And again, he was slower on the bottom side by about 1/10 than his previous lap. That time, again, it's similar sort of lap time. So you watch him go top here. I almost guarantee that he's going to go bottom 3 and 4 if he can stay down there, if he can get out of the wall.
He's running that Cardwell line, and sometimes that's what happens. That Cardwell line turns into the Tommy line, and you start kissing it instead of blowing on it, like I said.
The Tommy lines happens to be all over the straightaways.
Oh, well, or in the fence there. So at least he's keeping it out of the fence.
You're trying to race a figure 8 on the straightaways.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
All right, we're going to have... Oh, Cardwell around! Oh, he doesn't go upside down. Whitworth, he goes upside down now. And talk about stepping on the old Wiener Schnitzel.
Wow, I was following him right when he happened, and that was that lip right there where the cars come onto the track. And that got me before, it's gotten me before many times. And I'm surprised, very surprised it catches Hayden Cardwell. But hey, you're up on that Cardwell line. Like I said, sometimes it turns into the Tommy line.
Tell you who was unlucky in that one, Corey Whitworth as well. He was so unlucky to get caught up involved in that one. But Hayden Cardwell, he ends upside down, and that will end his race. However, we're not going to end the race under yellow. As we come back to live video feed here on Ultimate Dirt TV from the virtual Lanier National Speedway. Lights will go out this time by. which means we are going to be set for a green-white checker. Now, this is not an extended green-white checker. This is just a normal green-white checker, and anything is possible in a green-white checker situation.
You got that right, and this is overtime. We're not charging extra for this. This is all you. This is a little more entertainment. Who complains about a nice green-white checker finish coming on this after a fantastic race that we've had so far now?
And again, just before we go back to green flag action, a reminder, 40, make that 38 minutes time. No, I was right, 48 minutes time. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. The guys in second, they try and predict on when the leader's going to go, but Majulis does a nice job of holding the field up, and well, they're almost going to go 3 wide through turn number 1 and 2. Majulis has got the run. Casey up on the inside on Shad Prescott. Here comes Dylan Wilson. The white flag is going to fly. Look at Clay Devon. 4 D1RT cars battling for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. But at the moment, it is all Blake Majulis down the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, the win goes to Blake Majulis. 2nd going to be Jordan Casey. 3rd, I believe, was Shad Prescott. No fireworks in the background. 4th is going to go to Clay Devon. Dylan Wilson in 5th. Chris Fisher, Jim Emery, Dustin Hall, Cole Cabray up to 9th. Then Ryan Underwood rounds out your top 10. Tyler Batten, Eric Scalf, Joshua Hessen, Clifford Driscoll, Jay Place 15th. 16th, Daniel Cummings Jr., Clyde Dunn, Corey Whitworth, Dylan Thomas, Hayden Cardwell 20th, Tommy Bush, Bryson Daffin 10th, Tomasi, and Kevin McNatt. Boy, that was entertaining, Tommy.
Absolutely, and like you said, I mean, we talked about it. Those restarts, that's what's fun to watch in these sometimes, and you hate to see a yellow flag, but you love to see the restarts, and Blake Majulis did what he needed to do, kept Shad off of him, and unfortunately for Shad, he, with that restart, ended up falling to 3rd and let Jordan Casey sneak into the 2nd place there.
All right, we are going to chat to our top 3. I know we got 2 there, and I'm pretty sure we should have our 4th joining us here in just a second, if I can find where he is. Fools. All right, anyhow, we'll chat to 1st and 2nd while we let 3rd place driver get in here. But, well, doing the double here tonight and doing what he does best. He gets the win from the Super Late Models now. He gets the win in the UMP Modifieds, and so many times over the past 3 seasons he has done it, but getting the win tonight again, Blake Majulis. Blake, another night where you double up. You got the redraw with the pole position and never looked like being beaten.
Yes, sir. Just finally got a good redraw here in both these races, and as you can tell, that helps out tremendously. So, able to capitalize on that very well tonight.
Track, let's get your thoughts on the track. Normally, obviously, you know, these slider lines are ridiculously fast, especially at a track like Lanier. Normally, from other races that I've done here, normally the top side generally, you know, starts to come in, but also that bottom side. Were you surprised at all that neither one of those lines came in? It was just pretty much just run the slider line, make it very hard for the guys behind you to pass you.
Yeah, usually it starts right on the crease on the bottom, and you can get a top groove burn in right against the fence, and that's usually fast for a couple laps. And I just never really, I wanted to try the bottom, but with the shad so close and such, it's just I figured I'd just stay with what I know is pretty fast in the early going, so I never really got off of it, but it wasn't really too racy, just slider line.
Oh, talk about these restarts. Obviously, every time a yellow flag comes out, you're the driver that chooses on when to go. You're obviously changing that up, keep your opponents guessing. But obviously, the restart before the final restart, you went early. Obviously, you just wanted to change it up and try and let the drivers not trying to predict on when you're going to go.
Yeah, well, Shad, I mean, he got good restarts every single time, and I was kind of going the same place, kind of right in the center, right when the pace truck pulled off, and I figured I'd switch it up and go a little later, but I mean, he was still right there, so restarts weren't really too good tonight, but still held him off there, so.
Yes, that indeed you did. You picked up a 40-lap win here tonight at Lanier National Speedway. We'll let you get out here. I'll let you get out of here and celebrate 2 for 2. Are we going to see you attempt maybe a triple, something that nobody has done yet, and maybe go for a sprint car win?
Yeah, I've been pretty good in sprints lately, so I might try it. Yeah, I might go for it.
All right, going to go for the hat-trick of wins here. Still looking for a clean sweep. Of course, we're going to be here at Lanier again, so we know you got the experience around Lanier, but congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the double. We'll let you get out of here. Of course, we'll let you thank those people and some sponsors as well.
Yes, sir. Just congratulations to Shad on a good race, and Jordan coming up through there for second. That was a good race. I had fun. All my teammates at Swindell Speed Lab, iRacing, iFlag, Jeff Brown, and all of our partners at Swindell Speed Lab, Bell Helmets and Wiser Organics, and Jeremy Ray for having me look clean, and you for broadcasting, Tia for watching, and everybody that watches. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, there we go. That was Blake Majulis, your winner here tonight. And again, a winner in the Super Late Models and winner now in the UMP Modifieds. Tommy, he's going for the hat-trick of wins. He's going to attempt a clean sweep here on a Sunday night. Never been done before. We'll chat to our second place driver who is standing by with Tommy.
Well, hello. How are you tonight?
Great.
We had a fantastic little race there. Thank you very much for the entertainment. And you have been fast. I've been watching you this week. It seems like you're winning everything. But unfortunately, you just found second today. But hey, you teared through the field. Like I was talking to Brett up here. We'll call you the butcher today because you just cut through that. Why don't you go through that last restart there? Because it looked like Shad had to kind of let up a little, and that allowed you to really make your move and pounce.
Yeah, I knew the bottom was probably better than what they were on that slider line there. It was just so hard to pass. If they were outside of you down the backstretch, I wasn't going to be able to carry my momentum into 3 and 4. I knew starting third there, it was probably no chance on getting the win. But I was hoping it was double file at the end there. It wasn't. I don't know what I was thinking, but if it was double file and I started second row inside, I think I probably would have got Majulis on the bottom there. I didn't spin the tires damn near the whole race, I don't think. So I knew my tires were like cool and under me. So I felt faster in them. I just didn't have enough time, but it was fun coming from 20th and racing through some guys. It was pretty fun.
That's what I was going to ask. The next thing is it's how fun is it to play that butcher role there? Because I can only imagine because you did it clean. It's not like you're just running over people. So kind of go through what it takes to make those moves because it's not an easy place to make all those passes like you did.
No, I mean, like I was telling Brett in the late model server, it just starts from the beginning of the night. And of course, I go into the next race and end up P52 on the qualifying chart. So I mean, it's a lot better if you can start up front. I mean, it's fun ripping through the field, but when you're that fast, it just feels like if you were up front, it would have been nothing to kind of get by them guys. But I probably would have overdrive or drove a different line if I didn't. If I didn't start in the back there, I just kept it to the bottom, try to keep it clean, and just drive under people as clean as I could. And I know I got into like 1 or 2 guys barely touched, but it was fun.
No, like I said, the way I look at that, I was watching it. It's a racing accident. You're on dirt. You're gonna slide. You're gonna hit each other. So you weren't. It wasn't no lift November here for you. You weren't just slamming into them. So we appreciate the entertainment value up here. Like I said, you've been fast. It seems like the past couple of weeks, at least that I've noticed. So who do you want to shout out for all that speed?
Thanks, man. First of all, I want to thank you because Brett never calls me fast. Neither does Steven. They tell me I'm just trash and everything like that.
We just speak the truth.
I'm just kidding. No, I got to thank everybody at D1RT again. Without them, I wouldn't be as fast as I am right now. They've helped me so much, whether it's wheel settings or setups or just telling me what lines to run, how to run them. I mean, all them guys there have helped me so much. Eddie Livingston for bringing me on the team. Jim Emery, Supermoon Graphics. Howard Weaver for making my late model paint. And you guys for broadcasting. Stephen for the series again. Thanks.
Absolutely. Like I said, thank you for the entertainment. It's always fun watching you.
Thanks, man. We'll see you.
All right, there we go. Jordan Casey there, home in second position We'll chat to our final driver on this podium, and again, he drives for D1RT. It's Shad Prescott. Shad, congratulations on a third place run here tonight. Boy, it was a close finish between yourself and your teammate of Clay Devon. A half a tenth of a second. Man, what was it like to stay up towards the front of this field, but be very competitive there towards the end?
No, yeah, it was a fun race. I mean, it sure makes your drive a lot easier when you start up front and you kind of move around and practice your line and try to win the race. It's just all them cautions there, it just kind of killed my rhythm. And then I got a little bit too good of a start on that last restart and had to lift down the front straightaway, so I didn't wreck Blake and I just blew the corner. And then after that, I was just kind of out to lunch. Just, I don't know what I was doing really.
What was it like trying to time those restarts? Obviously, Blake, every restart trying to, as he said, he was going sort of as soon as the pace truck went off in the middle of 3 and 4. How difficult is it to try and predict on when these guys are going to go? Because at the end of the day, if you go a little too early, you get it wrong. Obviously, the guys behind you, they think, well, he's going, they don't want to sleep on the start either. They've got to go, and then all of a sudden, you check up, and that could call a whole big concertina effect. But how crucial is it to try and time those restarts, but also not to stack up the guys behind you?
Yeah, it's crucial, especially with a fixed set. I mean, it's so hard to pass some of the fast guys that don't make a whole bunch of mistakes, So if you could time the start right and just get a little bit of an edge on them, it really helps. And you feel like a hero when you do it right, but when you miss it, you take a big chance of wrecking half the field. So it's super difficult to time it right and just get lucky with it.
All right, well, congratulations on a third place run here tonight at Lanier. We'll let you get out of here and celebrate a second and third, even a fourth and fifth with your team. So four out of the top 5 drivers happen to be D1RT. So congratulations. Of course, sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes the wheels turn on this 14 machine?
Yeah, I got to thank Eddie Livingston and all the guys over at D1RT. I think we all had a pretty good run tonight. Even the part-timer Jim Emery ran pretty good, so it's probably really good for him. And you guys for the broadcast.
Oh, moving the wrong person out. Oh, let's. I'm making an absolute mockery of what is going. I'm moving people to where they shouldn't be. That is Shad Prescott, your third place finisher. Here tonight to recap again your top 3 on the top of your screen: Blake Majulis, Jordan Casey, and Shad Prescott. Tommy, again, it's been fun having you in the booth. We're not done with tonight, but what did you make of that one before we wrap this up?
It is always fun. These guys over at the World of Thunder, they know how to do it, and it's always fun to watch Blake Majulis, a former world champion on iRacing there. So it is a win-win-win here, and I'll throw in another win for being able to sit up here with you in the booth all the way in Australia. Thanks for the flight ticket.
No worries, I didn't pay for it. That was Checkers and Wreckers paying for that flight ticket. Actually, we might even send the invoice to John Etheridge to let him pay the bill. Quickly before we go on this broadcast, of course, where can people find Checkers and Wreckers one more time?
You can go over to www.bwsports1, that is the numeric1.com, www.bwsports1.com. I'm terrible tonight.
Look, we all have those days. Of course, a massive shout out to, of course, World of Thunder iRacing League. Check them out on the World Wide Web, www.wotrl.com. Check them out on Facebook, World of Thunder iRacing League, and of course, don't forget to check out dirtfan.com on their Facebook page. Of course, give them a like and a follow, or you can visit their website, www.dirtfan.com. Of course, a big shout out to JZ iRacing Photography as well for doing the photos here on a Sunday night for World of Thunder. Jeremy Zarfos, an amazing photographer here on the iRacing service. Again, sure we'll see him in the 410 winged sprint cars. And of course, if you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page. And of course, don't forget to head over to our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit that subscribe button while you're there. It doesn't cost a thing. It is free, just like Facebook. Of course, a big thanks to our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. A big thank you to Wicked Cushion, Drew Neal at 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, JR Productions and Media, Monsters of Dirt, iRacing iFlags, and Black Diamond Motorsports. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, and of course on behalf of your broadcast team tonight, on behalf from Tommy from Checkers and Wreckers and myself, Brett Wheeler, we say farewell and good night. We will see you back in 40 minutes time for the World of Thunder Racing League and DirtFan.com 410 Winged Sprint Car Series.